Are you ready to take the next big step in your education journey? Discover how you can register for the GED test in Ohio and unlock new opportunities today. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this explainer because honestly, earning your high school equivalence credential is a total game changer. It can literally alter the trajectory of your life. We're talking better jobs, getting into community college, or finally pursuing that specialized career training you've been dreaming about. So, what exactly is your roadmap to earning the GED in Ohio? Well, we're going to completely demystify the whole bureaucratic process for you right now. Let's face it, state websites can feel like a giant, confusing maze of rules and forms, right? But don't worry, we've done the heavy lifting and distilled all the latest guidelines from the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce straight into this presentation. We're going to walk through this entire thing together, step by step. Okay, here's a quick look at our roadmap. We will hit 1. Eligibility requirements. 2. Step-by-step registration guide. 3. Test fees and vouchers. 4. Preparation and test day. And finally, 5. Next steps and support. Keep the sequence in mind. It's your direct path to success. Let's jump right in. Section 1. Eligibility requirements. Let's move to our very first stop and check your state eligibility to get this squared away. Okay, so to actually take the test in Ohio, the standard baseline rule is that you've got to be 18 or older. Now, the state does allow 16 and 17-year-olds to test, but it comes with some pretty strict conditions. Across the board, you absolutely cannot already have a high school diploma, which makes perfect sense, and you must be officially withdrawn from your previous high school. Oh, and if you are 16 or 17, you face a very strict requirement. You have to provide an original, notarized parental consent form alongside that official school withdrawal form. No exceptions there. Now, Ohio tightly protects its subsidized testing, which basically means you really have to prove your actual state residency. When you show up to take the test, you've got to prove you live in Ohio. Primary documents are things like your unexpired Ohio driver's license or state ID. Those are absolutely perfect. But hey, if you don't have those, you'll need secondary documents. Think along the lines of an active residential utility bill or a rental lease agreement that clearly shows your physical address. Just double check that everything is up to date. Section 2. Step-by-step registration guide. Now that you know you're eligible, let's explore the actual online registration process so you don't get stuck in the weeds. The absolute secret to avoiding headaches here is to follow these 4 specific steps in this exact order. First up, set up your free profile on GED.com. Think of this as your central hub for the whole shebang. Second, and this is crucial, before you schedule anything, contact your local Career Technical Planning District or CTPD office to get your financial voucher. We'll talk more about that money in a second. Third, if you're under 19, submit your age and withdrawal verification documents. And finally, step 4, once your account clears, you can go ahead, pick your subjects, schedule your exam, and pay the remaining balance. Okay, listen up, because here is a massive pro tip, and honestly, it's a trap so many people fall into. If you are 16, 17, or 18, the state needs proof of your school withdrawal, and for 16 and 17-year-olds, that notarized parental consent. Do not, I repeat, do not try to scan or email these forms. No way. The state of Ohio actually requires you to mail the physical original copies directly to the state high school equivalence office in Columbus. Your online scheduling will be literally locked down until state personnel physically open that envelope and manually approve your account. Keep that in mind. Section 3, test fees and vouchers. Let's dive right into everyone's biggest concern, the financial cost of the exam. Let's talk numbers. The standard cost for the full 4-subject GED battery in Ohio is $144. Since the GED is broken down into 4 separate subject tests, math, science, social studies, and language arts, that math works out to exactly $36 per subject test. Not too bad, right? But wait, here is some incredibly empowering news for you. Ohio provides first-time test takers an $80 state subsidy voucher. This is exactly why you absolutely must contact that local CTPD office we mentioned a minute ago. When you apply that voucher code at your online checkout, it brings your total out-of-pocket cost down from $144 to just $64. That's only $16 a subject. Now, just remember, the voucher only applies to your initial attempt for each subject. And a quick warning, if you pull a no-show for an exam, you completely forfeit that voucher money, so mark your calendar for sure. You really need to weigh your options carefully when choosing your testing format. In-person testing is super forgiving. It offers heavily discounted $10 retakes, and it actually gives you 3 attempts before enforcing a 60-day waiting period. Plus, the practice test is totally optional. But taking it online at home, well, that strips away all those discounts. Every single retake costs the full $36. It enforces that 60-day wait after just 2 failed attempts, and you are literally mandated to buy and pass the GED-ready practice test beforehand. So choose wisely based on your confidence level and your budget. Moving on to Section 4, Preparation and Test Day, because you really don't have to tackle this alone. So, while Ohio doesn't legally force you to take prep classes, you absolutely 100% must take advantage of Ohio's Aspire program. This is a state-funded, entirely free adult education program, and it's an incredible resource. They will assess exactly where your skills are at, they'll create a customized learning plan just for you, and help you study. They have super flexible schedules at local libraries and career centers, and they even offer distance learning. Plus, being an active student in an Aspire program often unlocks additional fee waivers or free practice tests, which pretty much eliminates any financial hesitation. Also, if you happen to have a physical condition, chronic pain, an attention deficit, or a learning disability, you have federal rights under the ADDAA. You can easily request specific, legally protected test accommodations, things like extra time, frequent breaks, or even changes to the screen's text size and color. You just upload your medical documentation or evaluations directly through your GED.com account. Just a heads up, it does take a little bit of time to process, so make sure you do this well before you go and schedule your exam date. And then, suddenly, you've reached the final hurdle, the test itself. The modern GED in Ohio is strictly a computer-based exam. You'll be tackling those 4 subjects we talked about: math, science, language arts, and social studies. On test day, whether you are sitting in a testing center or sitting at your webcam at home, the single most important thing to remember is to bring that unexpired government photo ID. If you don't have it, no way, you cannot test. Take a deep breath, trust all the preparation you've done, and just stay calm. You've got this. Section 5. Next steps and support. Let's look at what happens after you pass and how to leverage your hard-earned success. Once you crushed all 4 subjects, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce officially issues your Ohio Certificate of High School Equivalence. This is the moment. This document is recognized by employers and colleges nationwide as the absolute equivalent of a traditional high school diploma. You can immediately use your transcripts to apply for better-paying jobs, enter the military, or enroll in a community college or trade school to take your career even further. The sky is the limit. Ultimately, your future is entirely in your hands. Sure, getting your GED requires navigating some paperwork, proving your identity, studying hard, and facing down a tough exam. But are you ready to conquer this roadmap, pass the GED, and unlock those amazing new career and educational opportunities waiting for you? Because with the right preparation and focus, I know for sure you absolutely can do this. Before we wrap up this explainer, please remember that state guidelines, fees, and voucher programs constantly evolve. For instance, that awesome $80 voucher code is currently set to expire on June 30th, 2027. Always verify current policies directly at education.ohio.gov and your GED.com account to ensure your educational journey is as smooth as possible. You have the roadmap, you have the resources, and the opportunities are out there waiting. The only question left is, what is the very first step you are going to take today to build the future you deserve?